Yeah, UKHH Bars, UKH.com, man. Feels good to be out here, man. We out here in somewhere. Can't even remember where we are. Let me drop this one though for them. Let me hear that, let me hear that, let me hear that. Yo. Rhymes open than a bipolar tie smoker. Mind sculpted that's more fly than a hind cobra. Tight flow where you could never ever find sober. My spiritual wealth to several hundred times Oprah's. Sky's lines get you hyped like that white coca. At night time with your wife and I might stroke her. Her eyes light to the sight of my slight boner. Her eyes cry at the sight when you try phone her. Sorry, can't help bragging. Something like a nipple chica can't help shagging. Like when I hear shit I can't help laughing. Like all these little pricks who can't help swagging. Same little pricks can't help wanking. Sorry I digress, my mind's so random. Mayhem, anarchy and overload. Simultaneously stay in focus mode. Look, do we have a problem? If so, cool my brother, I'm flexible. Hey, hey, you wanna get it poppin'? No big deal, like I said, I'm flexible. We can make this a spectacle, or be like whatever, cool. Look, either way, I'm straight, my brother, it's left to you. I'm flexible, so flexible, whichever way it go. Brother, we can take it fast, we can take it slow. Brother, you can take an axe, aim it at my throat, and I still be laying back, probably take it as a joke. Then switch, get to wildin', Tarantino style but extra violent. Left them dying, wept and crying. Tarantino style but extra violent. Look, I'm not bothered, I'm rock solid. Brothers get knocked off the top when I rock on it. Ain't got a drop, shitty pop to make top profit. Class and the style, yeah brother, the doc's got it. All of these children, some bollocks and cards wallet. Got me thinking really why, please now God stop it. Please now God stop it, please now God stop it. Mans ain't sick, you're more like hot vomit, I promise. Do we have a problem? It's so cool, my brother, I'm flexible. Hey, you wanna get it poppin'? No big deal, like I said, I'm flexible. We can make this a spectacle, or be like whatever, cool. Look, either way, I'm straight, my brother, it's left to you. It's left to you, I'm flexible, Shout out UKHH.com all day, every day. Support UKHH, please. Check it out, it's Chima Anya, aka The Doctor. This is an exclusive for UKHH.com. So I'm just out here talking about my new album, The Doctor's Note. Check it out, it's a piece of art. A lot has gone into it. Many years of struggling. Many people struggle as well, you know what I mean? There's a lot of stories on there. There's a lot of experiences and emotions. The feedback so far has been great. It's like one of those slow burners, you know? Like, you know, mainstream reviews aren't that reliable nowadays. So like when you know something's really worth something when it's been out a little while and people are still talking about it. And that's what makes me really proud about this album, because I kind of feel like it's getting to that stage. I got some crazy producers on there. Like most of it's produced by my main man Dexter, who's also a doctor, but actually a doctor out in Germany. And that's where the kind of whole concept came from, of The Doctor's Note, because it was, you know, us two as doctors doing our thing. And initially it was going to be an EP. And then I got involved with a guy, and he was just like, you know what, EPs are cool, but really you got to do an album. So that's when I got the other producers involved in it. So Wizard's on it, and he's got some of the highlights on the album. He produced a song called Sippin', he produced a song called I Made It, which probably are the more commercially viable songs on the album. And also Danny Drythrough from Manchester, he's on the album. And it's just a mixture of, it's true to the foundation of hip hop, but at the same time it's not stagnant. There's, you know, there's a lot of futurism in the beats, but not like overtly obvious, like, you know, like this really cookie cutter electronic sound that's permeated at the moment. It's more subtle, there's more subtle undertones. Obviously got to shout out Tope, aka Isis, who's on there as well, with like some crazy kind of electronic futuristic, but still, you know, very organic beat, do you know what I mean? And the production on it's dope. The lyric, in terms of the lyrical content, you know, I've been doing this for a long time. I mean, UKHH knows me from back in the day. I've been in it for a while, so in terms of coming up with something that's fresh. I didn't want to hear the same old stories, and I didn't want to be telling the same old stories. That's why there's a whole bunch of different stories on there. There's you know, there's stories about my experiences dealing with people who've got alcoholism. There's stories about like IVF and shit. There's this crazy joint on there about, you know, an IVF baby that it's called Michael's Song. Just check it out, see what you think. You know, there's real challenging songs on there as well. Stuff that I know not everyone's gonna dig. Stuff like, you know, Everybody Dies. You know, really just, you know, hitting home with mortality. And you know, songs like, there's a lot of honesty on the record as well. Songs like I Made It, where it's like I'm talking about, you know, when you're 16 you think you're gonna be some massive rapper, and then you realize what the reality of the situation is, and actually some of these guys who have made it haven't actually made it in the sense that you'd want to make it. Do you know what I mean? So there's a song there dealing with like the definition of success and what that actually is. And yeah, it's a cohesive piece of work, and I'm just real proud of it. And yeah, I hope as many people get to hear it and enjoy it as much as I enjoyed putting it together. And you know, my previous album, New Day, was cool, but that was marred by like beef with producers and stuff like that. This one is just like pure. Do you know what I mean? It's from start to finish. It's kind of my vision, and I'm real happy with it. I'm real grateful to everyone involved. In terms of features on the album, oh, there's only one guy who's featured on the album, a vocalist from Birmingham by the name of Francis Mott, who literally is like my favorite vocalist, period. Whether I know him or I don't know him, he's just like, you know, he's just got an amazing vitality to his voice and just great sound, real inspiring. So he's on like 3 joints, I think. And it was great to collaborate with him, and those are the only features. Other than that, I mean, I think that adds to it being a kind of cohesive piece of work. So yeah, so the album's called The Doctor's Note. I think I've rambled on enough about it. I hope I've not bored you guys. Thank you very much to UKHH.com for letting me come and speak about it. Check it out, let me know what you think.